Okay, today we wanted to study philosophical theology. What is philosophical theology? Philosophy is a thinking. Philosophy is one of the kind the structure of the thinking, knowledge, idea. Philosophical theology is a discipline that applies the philosophical method and categories to study nature of God and divine attribute and theological doctrines. Distinction is not identical to natural theology, which argue for God's existence from reason and nature alone, not opposite to biblical theology, but completement it is by offering analytical clarity and ongoing with meta-level questions. That means is philosophical is method. Method is applied to theology. This is our topic today, philosophical theology. The relationship between faith and reason. What is reason and faith? Okay, one question, reason. Doing. Okay. You love your son. Okay. Do you have any son? Yes, no? Daughter only. Okay, daughter. Girl. Okay. You love girl. Of course. Okay. What happened? You love your son and daughter, and then you love what? What doing? First one. Food. Every day. Second one. Ride. Okay. School. Okay. And then provide the answer. Yes, no. Daughter ask something, ask you response. Okay. And then financial support. Yes, no, everybody. Yes, as like reason doing is connect. That is the relationship. In Christian life, okay, reason. Your life is Christian. Christian, what doing? Is more love each other. Okay, kind attitude, and then some kind of the gentleness. Something like this is faith, Christian faith doing something. This is the relationship. Philosophical approach, philosophical theology is provide the reason. Classical Christian view, faith-seeking understanding. Reason is a servant of faith, yet established essential to each articulation. Reason is sometimes important. Why you come here? Reason, one example. Everybody here, you come to United States. That is doing. Result. Why? What reason do you come here? Some people has the for education. Some people come here for advanced job. Some people come to United States freedom of religious. Even some country is persecution, the Christian, and they come to United States and then apply some religious persecution. That is the reason. Apply some kind of the process. Or some people for business. What is business? Business is a lot of the kind of business. Agriculture, merchandising, trading, selling some product, even provide a service. Hair service, and then accounting service. What kind of your professional is a reason. Or some your friend, not friend, family member live in United States. They invite you. Yeah, brother, sister invite. Or parent invite son and daughter. Or son and daughter invited their parents. Even some people has the daughter or son born in United States. The parents wanted to study and they grew in United States. That is the reason. As like the faith has Christian life, your faith and the reason is connect. In history, we find there's some example. Augustine. Faith proceed understanding. Aquinas, nature and grace, reason and revelation are harmonious. Yes. Kierkegaard, faith as reap beyond the rational proof. Rational is the common sense. Contemporary dialogue, current, integration of the analytic, philosophy, and theology. Integration, combine. Use epistemology and the metaphysics, logic, and ethics in theology. This word is the philosophical term. Epistemology is experience. Metaphor is the some of the virtue, non-virtue is the idea or little bit virtue is not real. Okay. How about you say, oh, my parents' mind is like the sky. Okay? My father is equal sky. Okay. My father is what? Real. But sky, my father equals sky? No, never. But is my father's mind is sky is metaphor. This one is metaphor. What is the meaning is sky? It is wonderful. Big picture. Something like this one. Is the metaphor and the logic and ethics in theology. Key topics in philosophical theology. First one is the existence of God. God is existent. Existence is God is real. Classical argument is cosmological, teleological, ontological, moral. This is the Aquinas column design. Ontological, Anselm, and then Kant, Lewis. Critique and response from atheism and agnosticism is the different philosophical area, philosophical approach. Atheism is no God. Some people say there is no God. You agree? You agree or not? God is here, God is not here. God here. Some people, I don't know. Some people say, no God. They are fighting, argue in philosophical approach. Another topic is attribute. Omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence, immortality, and eternality. This is a concept of the typical concept is the omniscience. Okay, I go to the meaning. Omniscience is a status of the knowing everything. What does it mean? God knows everything. Even each individual mankind. God exists. And then listen, all mankind in the world, creature, everybody know how many creatures live in earth? Yes. I don't know actually, but so many, it's not countable. That is their prayer. One time. But God knows everything. That concept is only science. And omnipotence. Omnipotence is, I give you idea. Omnipotence is the like state of the having unlimited power. What is unlimited power? Supernatural power. Do you believe in supernatural power? Supernatural power is one of kind of healing. Any person has the uncurable disease in your physical body. Hospitals say we do everything. We have no choice to do for you. What is this? The last time of the life. Any person have any situation, or you have any person similar end of the life because health problem. But God involved your life and healing. Sometime is the pastoral or apostle. In the New Testament, Jesus healed a lot of peoples. Any kind of peoples. And then here demonic people. Demon. Evil spirit. Expel from the body of the people. That is supernatural power. God has supernatural power. That is out of control of the people. Means humankind is very, very, very limited function, limited capacity. Omnipresence. Omnipresence meaning is anywhere. State of being widespread of or constantly encountered. What does it mean? One time, God present China, Vietnam, United States, Cambodia, India, anytime, anywhere, any continually. Constantly means is the continue. Not only one place. Some people say, God is very busy. Why? He needed to through anywhere. But man is only one place. God is anywhere. Is omnipresence. And immutability. Immutable report is a state of the being unchangeable, unalterable. Change. Mutable means is change. No, God is not change. God is only one true. That is true. And eternality. What is eternality? Is state of the quality being eternal. Mean is existent without beginning or ending. Not beginning, not ending. Continue. Eternality. This is the concept of the God's attribute. Contemporary issue, divine foreknowledge and human freedom, open decision, and timelessness versus everlastingness. Another one is the problem of the evil. How about you? You thinking evil? Any person, you think so evil is exist? Evil has problem in they are involved your life? Someone saying there is no evil. No evil. Yes. Sometimes this one is a logical and evidential version. Free from the defense. Soul making the Dixie. The cross as God answer to suffering, theological philosophical synthesis. evil. Sometimes evil is the issues. Yes. Someone sees the evil. In the some internet of the evil is the video you can find. Some video saying is that they are thinking about the evil. Evil is exist. No people is no, but evil still involve human life. Divine simplicity and Trinity. Classical metaphysics and the unity of God's being. Philosophical challenge in expressing Trinitarian monotheism is a Trinity. What is Trinity? Everybody know? God. God Father. Simple idea. The Christian doctrine of the God as one being in three co-equal persons. Three persons, one being. God Father, God Son, God Holy Spirit. This is typical doctrine of Trinity. Mind, soul, immorality, dualism, and physicalism, resurrection, and afterlife in philosophical categories. How about you? Your people, body, human. Okay. Do you believe you have soul? Some people only believe body only. There is no soul. How about you? You have soul? Some people thinking we have the body and soul. In the classical view of the biblical thinking, God create man according to image of God, and then give man soul. Other animal, other creature never give, receive soul. But only human received soul from God. That means is human is special. How about you? You have a girl, you have a daughter, sometimes a mother. Okay? Mother's character or mother's the behavior, daughter is very similar. You upset? Sometimes character, even character, but some character is different. But some kind similar attitude, mind is follow their parents. Some husband and wife fighting. Husband and wife is fighting. Sometimes condemn father. their son and daughter. Why so you are to resemble your mother? Mother say, why you same as like your father? Yes, daughter and son similar. Their father and mother. Mean is we are replica copy of God. That means the human is very kind. Religious language and logic, analog, metaphor, and the limit of the speaking of God. To use logic, analytical tool to clarify theological claims. This is philosophical theology topics. There is several notable thinker. It's very famous people in philosophical area. Justin Martyr is living 100 to 165, was the early Christian apologist, philosopher, and the martyr. Martyr is the killed. He is killed by their faith. Is the mother is the someone who suffers or is killed for their belief, whether religious or otherwise. Usually we are religious in context of the persecution or sacrifice for a cause. He is one of the most important figures in early church for defending Christianity to Greco-Roman world, deeply suspicious of this new faith. What does it mean? Is Roman Empire very suspicious, skepticism. Skepticism is they did not believe. The Christian is some kind different idea, different movement, opposite to Roman Empire. They thinking. Any person heard the banner? Do you know banner? Banner is one of kind story in Christianity. Is banner is old banner? I think banner is okay. Banner win is charter race. Banner is the remaking official banner. Okay, this one is okay. One I show you. This one is the make the 1959. So old movie, but it's very give to us.
Conquer the land. We slaughter people. That is not the end. We will rise again. The day Rome falls, there will be a shout of freedom such as the world has never heard before.
This one is important story.
I believe in the past of my people and in their future. You are a conquered people. Me and your mother and sister will die today. May God grant me vengeance.
This is old movie, almost 20, almost 45, maybe 27, 65 years old movie.
My people are praying for a man who can drive their team to victory over Messala. You could be that man.
This is the world.
My earliest memory of my dad is from the set of it. The one that really stands out in my mind is he used to give me rides in the chariot. How could that not stick in the memory of a young man?
If you stay here,
I know a lot of the actor involved. Very big size movie. Is here. Banner is one of the Jewish people. This movie is not directly advertising Christianity, but it's a story inside. Jesus is reader show us. Banner is very famous. Wonderful story. I have the one video clip from the banner. I have my advert for my this one. Okay.
很多的学生都是去家庭附近的这样的学校上学。
Where is it? Okay. Where? Okay, here. Playlist. Home. Okay. Home. And then popular movie. Okay. Popular movie. Here. This is one of the very famous topic in my clip.
When I started using this one ingredient every morning to help improve my memory and stay mentally sharp, my family thought I was just crazy. But when they saw how I stopped forgetting names or dates and stopped constantly repeating myself, they wanted to know what I was doing. Probably heard that memory decline.
Okay.
Not long ago, I
This one.
returned to Rome with a young man who had saved my life. You all know
Arius
him as the
general
first
us
Italian
back to
man
the
in Rome.
fighting area.
Given my forces to victory.
This is a banner.
I know him as one who stands in the place of the son I lost. I have the love and pride in the sons of
Because this general is lost his son, and he wanted to adapt Banner as his son.
which I thought I should never have again. Nothing could make stronger the bond between us, but tonight I wish to share it with you all. The formalities of adoption have
Okay.
been completed. Yep.
Formality of the adoption has been completed. What happened? Oh. I click no one. Okay, again.
Not long ago, I returned to Rome with a young man who had, as one who stands in the place of the son. I have the love and pride in a son's achievements, which I thought I should never have again.
Okay. Okay, young adults. Adoption is the legally binding as a son, meaning the Arius is his authority, property here. Little barrier of my name and the heir to my property. What is this? This is concept of the adoption, legal binding. You are legally binding as son of God. You received name of God. You received property of God. You received the power of God. This is adoption. My father is king. I am son of king. I have all authority to manage, control our country. This is a very concept. This is, we say, sonship. Sonship. I have the authority of the as a son of my father. Everybody remember there is one of subject. Okay, is early church depend Christian to Jew Roman Greco-Roman world. Justin writes several influential texts, which most notable are First Apology is addressed to Roman Emperor Antonius Pius, is defend Christians against false accusation, like the atheism and the cannibalism, as explained Christian practice. Second Apology, supplement to First Apology, written during time the persecution. Dialogue with the people, the record of the theological debate between just and Jew named Triple. The present Christian theology as the fulfillment of Jewish prophecy. This writing just attempt to show the Christianity reasonable, morally superior, and historical grounded. Augustine of Hippo. The life is 354 to 430. Is one of the most influential figures in early Christian and Western philosophy. Western philosophy. Augustine's thinking idea still in our theological education. He is a bishop. Bishop is one of the priests in modern. Bishop is still in the, any kind of the religious denomination, include the Methodist. They are title name is pastor, is group of the denomination is bishop. Theologian and philosopher. He helped to sharp Christian doctrine for centuries, especially a topic like grace, sin, salvation, and nature of the church. Is bishop? Okay, I show you. Bishop concept is here. Bishop is a high-ranking cleric, is a main Christian denomination, holding a position, authority, and oversight within the church. Is a bishop, high-ranking. Sometimes the this style is one of kind, the Orthodox style. This one is bishop.
Lower than Pope.
Yes, that is the Roman Catholic. This one is some kind of Orthodox churches. It's different. Confessions. His spiritual autobiography, recounting his simple youth, dramatic conversion, and reflection on God's grace, is one of the most famous Christian books ever written. The City of God. Massive theological work written after Shake of the Roman. Contrasts the city of the man, earthly kingdom, with the city of God, eternal kingdom. It addresses Christian views on politics, history, and salvation, on the Trinity, on Christian doctrine, on free choice of the will, are many more. Yes, a lot of the book is right by Augustine of the Hebrew. Another famous person is philosopher Anselm of the Canterbury. Anselm of the Canterbury is written in 1033 to 1109, was one of the most important theologians and philosopher of the medieval church. Medieval church is middle church history. He is best known for the faith-seeking understanding approach and for laying foundation scholastic theology. Scholastic study. Scholastic is a scholar, is a study. Credo or intelligent. Intelligma is Latin language. I believe in order to understand. Anselm believed that faith is a starting point, but the reason played a critical role in deepening understanding of God. He showed logical and philosophical clarity for what the church already believed by faith. Ontological argument. Ontological is one of the concepts of the thinking in our philosophical idea. Ontological is a related branch of the metaphor deal with nature being, show relation between concept and categories in subject area or domain. Is recognized. If God exists only in mind, then a greater being could be conceived, one that exists in reality. Therefore, God must exist in reality. This argument sparked central is debate, influenced philosophers like the Descartes, Kant, and Irving Plantinga. Sex fiction theory of the atonement, called Dutus Homo, is Latin, and said reject all the ransom theory. Jesus paying Satan. He argued that human sin is our offense against God's infinite honor. Only God, man, Jesus could offer the sacrificial payment need. Christ's death was necessary to restore the honor of God and reconcile humanity. God's death necessary to restore, recover the honor of God. Yes, God created man as honor, but is human has the fair because of sin. The death of Jesus is restore humankind and reconcile humanity. Reconcile is good relation with God, man and God. Mean is son or daughter out of your home and then turning back your home. Yes, I heard some people, son leave father's house, any reason, but they come back to father's home and make restructure the relationship with father. That is reconciliation. Foundation of the scholasticism. Anselm's method using logic and structured reasoning became foundational for medieval scholastic theology, influencing thinkers like Thomas Aquinas. He preached monastic theology and academic theology. Next philosopher is Thomas Aquinas. Thomas Aquinas is the one 1225 to 1274 was Catholic theologian, philosopher, and Dominican Farrier. Dominican Farrier is one of the, you can find some Dominican Farrier is priest. Dominican denomination, not denomination, in Roman Catholic only one, but is Dominican is the little bit different. They are this style, more this style, and Dominican here, Dominican style. They wear the typical cloth, new apparel, clothes, and simple fashions. Catholic religious member. This is the member of the Catholic religious order founded by Saint Dominic in 1216. Widely regarded as greatest thinker of the medieval church, he systematized Christian theology using Aristotelian philosophy. Aristoteles. His influence continued to shape of Catholic doctrine, Western philosophy, and Christian ethics. Huge impact. There is a concept is Summa Theology, is a comprehensive manual of the theology for students, his most famous and unfinished work. Summa Contra Gentiles. Summa Contra Gentiles is rational defense of the Christian faith for non-Christian, especially Muslim and Jews. Commentaries on Aristoteles is interpreted Aristoteles' philosophy from the Christian perspective. title Der Anti Essentia, a philosophical essay on true being and essential. Scholastic method. Aquinas used reason, logic, and structured argument, question, objection, reply to explain theology. He format, question, pose, object, reason. On the contrary, biblical, authoritative answer, I answer that, his reasoned argument, reply to each object. This became the temple for medieval theology. Synthesis of the faith and reason. Faith and reason. Why you love your children? Why you love each other? Grace does not destroy nature, but perfect it. Integrate Christian theology with the Aristotelian philosophy, so that reason and revelation both come from God and complementary, not contradictional. 5 ways to prove God's existence you can find in Summa Theology I-2-3, 5 logical arguments for God's existence, include the unmoving mover, first cause, necessary being, greatest being, intelligent designer. And then he is doctrine of the nature. Wow. It is believed that God's moral order built into human is, how about unbeliever? Even unbeliever has the moral in human body, human nature. Can be known through reason. Natural law is the basis of the ethics, human right, and justice. All humankind has the natural law, basic ethics, human right, justice. Human is not animal. You everybody agree? Some people say human is animal. Yes, no? No, yes. You are animal? You are animal. Yes, no? No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Ever remember, mankind is created according to God's image. No animal. That is the nature of God. Mean is we have the authority, we have the decision making, we have the ethic, we have the human right and justice. Doctrine of the analogy, to talk about God's meaningful. Aquinas proposed the analogical language. Word like good, wise, just apply to God, not in same way to human. But analogy, not univocally or equivocally. Another philosophian is the Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant is 1724, 1804, was a German philosopher. German. Immanuel Kant is huge impact. German philosopher and one of the most influential thinkers in Western philosophy. His work shaped modern thought, especially in area of the epistemology, theology, knowledge, ethics, metaphysics, and the relationship between reason and reason. His work is a critique of the pure reason, 1781, How We Know What We Know. How we know what we know. Critique of the practical reason, 1788, Moral Philosophy and Freedom. Critique of the Judgment, 1790, Aesthetics and Teleology. Religious within boundary of the bare reason, religious rule within moral reason. Aesthetic is the beauty. Aesthetic said the principle concerned with the nature of the oppressive beauty and especially art. And teleology. Teleology is an explanation phenomena in terms of purpose. They serve rather than the cause by within they arise. Copernican revolution in philosophy. Immanuel Kant, just as Copernicus claims the earth revolved around the sun, Kant argued that our mind actively shapes experience rather than passively received it. We do not simply observe reality. The mind structures reality through categories like time, space, and causality. This profoundly changes how we think about truth and knowledge. Phenomena and noumena. Phenomena is a world as we experience it throughout sense and mind. Noumena is the world itself which can never fully know. Result, we cannot know God directly through the reason, only infer or believe based on moral need. Moral philosophy, yes. Kantian ethics. Famous for categorical imperative. Act only according to maximum by which you can at same time will that it should become a universal law. Morality is not based on consequence, like authoritarianism, but on duty and the universal principle. He believed the human being has an intrinsic worth and should never be treated as means to end. Religious and reason. In religious within the boundary of the bare reason, Kant argued, religion should serve moral development, not really on dogma or miracle. True religious is morally lived out. That means your Christianity is real, your life should morality. He rejected nature theology, a traditional argument for God, said belief in God is a postulate of the practical reason. We must believe in God, freedom, and immorality to make sense of the moral responsibility. His impact epistemology changed the way people thinking about knowledge and perception. Ethics laid the groundwork for the deontological ethics. Theology influenced the liberal theology and challenged traditional apologetics. Modern thinkers influenced Hegel. Schumacher, Marshall, Kierkegaard, Barth, and more. Very important. Kant and Christianity. Kant was raised in Peace Lutheran home. Peace is very purity. Purity is one of the Lutheran not denomination group, but become critical of the institutional religion. He affirmed the moral teaching of Jesus, but was skeptical of the miracle, revelation, and traditional doctrine. He thought needed to shift from revelation-based theology to reason-based. Revelation means is the God direct telling. On the much more modern Europe. Another person is Sharon Kierkegaard. He is living in 1813 to 1855, was Danish philosopher, theologian, poet, and social critic. Widely regarded as the father of existentialism. Existentialism is one of kind the branch of the philosophy. His work profoundly influenced the modern theology, philosophy, and literature, particularly in areas concerning faith, individuality, and human experience of God. Existential faith emphasizes that faith is not merely intellectual assent, but passionate, personal commitment. Personal commitment to God. He saw faith as the reef. Reef is the power. Reef. Especially evident in his famous work, Fear and Trembling, which examines that the faith and Abraham. Critic of the Christendom. He was deeply critical of the Danish state church, which he believed promoted shadow, socially convenient version of Christianity. He called for authentic discipleship marked by suffering, self-denial, and inward transformation. Stage of the life. It describes three stages of the shapers of the existence. aesthetic, pursuit, pleasure and beauty, ethical, commitment to moral responsibility, religious, a life of the faith and relationship with God. His influence on theology and philosophy. In theology, he deeply influenced Karl Barth, Paul Tillich, and Reinhold Niebuhr, especially re-emphasizing the paradox of the faith and the centrality of the Christ. In philosophy, his work laid the foundation for existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger. Through Kierkegaard's Christian focus contrasts with their secular approach. Major work is here, Fear and Trembling, The Sickness or to Death, Esther or Either or, Philosophical Fragment, Practice in Christianity. Soren Kierkegaard sought to recover the radical and paradoxical nature of the Christian faith. What is paradox? Paradox is one of kind of the approaching of the theology and philosophy. Is paradox is the one example. What is the paradoxical meaning? Okay, is seeing paradoxical here. Sure. Cambridge Dictionary, seeing impossible or difficulty to understand because contain two opposite facts of the characteristics. Yes, recover radical and paradoxical nature of the Christian faith, centered on basic personal commitment rather than institutional religion. His theological significance lies in his call for authentic, live with Christianity, and his influence on both modern theology and existential philosophy. Role of the philosophical theology in systematic theology. Clarifying doctrinal concept. Philosophical philosophy and theology have to define abstract theological terms: infinity, immutability, personalhood. This is an example explained how God can be three persons, but one being, using concepts like substance and relation. Supporting logical coherence. Philosophical theology ensures that the various doctrines in systematic theology do not contradict one another. Contradict is conflict. Example, harmonizing God's omniscience with human free will through theory of the middle knowledge. How about God, omniscience, all everything? Human commit. God, no. There is harmonize. depend the faith apologetics. Okay, one example our life is same. You have the son. We have the two sons. Son 1, son 2. Sometimes the first son has the more benefit from the parents. Second son complain about why, mother, why you love first my elder brother only. You didn't love me. He complained. Yes, no. Sometimes, real. This is sometimes. As like the complaint. Complaint is one of kind that explain his thinking. Mean is in our class, philosopher, thinker, they provide their idea, their thinking. Philosophical theology provides a rational argument for Christian doctrine. Existence of God, resurrection, morality. How about resurrection? Jesus died on Christ's cross, but he is raised. Is resurrection. You believe it? That is a real fact? Historical assurance? Yes. This is we approach. Apologetics. Cosmological argument or moral argument for existence of God. Philosophical theology has a dialogue. Dialogue. What is dialogue? Communication with non-Christian thought. Philosophical theology engage with other worldview. Atheism. Okay, one I give you. Atheism is the philosophical view. Atheism is the disbelief or lack of belief in existence of God. Atheism A. Theism is God existent. Atheism no God. Philosophical position that gently reject supernature, explanation of God. Atheism can range from the simple lack of belief to active disbelief. Another concept is materialism. Materialism is one of the social communism is view of the matter. Matter is a fundamental substance in nature that all things, including the mental state and consciousness, can be explained by material interaction. Everything is material is important. Material. What is material? Everything is clothes, handphone. There is everything is material. Material should communication with soul. Thinking. Thinking is not alone their concept. How about you? Your thinking. Even your brain. Brain thinking, how to? Even some kind of the neuroscience is the brain, is the connected computer. Your brain thinking something, computer work. Yes. That means it's material. Not related to this one materialism, but it's the computer science developed, communicated, neuro is brain, device. It's one of the materialism practice. Do you have any experience of the C.S. Lewis? C.S. Lewis is a very famous writer. His video maybe, okay, C.S. Lewis is a very, the books, and one of the books is the film. Film is better. Is the he's a writer. Documentary is the okay. You know he's the novel. Fiction, film, movies. Famous work, okay. Famous work is the book ranking. Is the 5 season, 5 famous book. This Ryan. Where is the... Okay, everybody see? This one. One of the Narnia, his book is the Narnia, is one of the children, a lot of children read this book. Okay, Narnia, okay, I will find the, okay, Lion, okay, Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe is one of the famous questions. Lion, watch this one. Okay, this one better. Narnia, the book. Okay, talk with the this. Okay, Narnia. I wanted to find the one of the film, not the documentary. Why is it slow? Okay. The Lion, Ross, and the Wardrobe is find is the movie is here. Is this one classic is play Narnia. Okay. This one. This one, this style. This story is very simple. The children they are experience new world. It's like the through the some cloth open the door, they go to the new area, the world, new area back. And they meet some new era. It's a very fantastic novel. A lot of the students in United States, they read it. That is to make a movie. This one is the one of the they are visiting there. Is Ryan.
Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. And welcome to
Real Ryan is king, their country. One of its story is very King Ryan is fighting with the some witch. Witch is the okay. This one is the here is I'm not sure.
this man.
Not full story. Okay, Ryan is the killed. He is the one of the altar. He is die. Instead, this boy, trading the life. Okay, I wanted to find the story. Very important story is Ryan. The story what killed Paul. The Aslan died. Aslan died. This is the son dead. Narnia. Okay, story. This one maybe. Okay, kill. Story. Okay, this one. Story is very okay. Aslan, you find it? Killed under the altar. Where is the sleep? No, come on. Just another error. Okay. He is dying. Is the metaphor about the Christ Jesus. The story is the lion is the king of the country, but his altar, which is killed. He is willing to die under the altar. That's right here. But is one, okay, I show you a little bit. In the altar, one is, okay, back. The altar is broken. Chain is broken. Resurrection.
The witch saw the light. The witch.
If the witch knew the true meaning of sacrifice, she might have interpreted.
Yes, this one is the interpretation, is the magical of story of the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. Is a story, real story. And this book is written by C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is written the novel, but is the story is show us the wisdom of the life. This is a metaphor of the Jesus Christ. He did not say anything about Jesus Christ, anything about the faith, anything about the religious. It is fantastic novel. That's it. But they are given to us wisdom, knowledge. This is a philosophical approach. In United States. Okay, I wanted to one example is this one is the okay.
Defines it differently. That when a willing victim who has committed no treachery is killed in a traitor's stead, the stone table will crack,
Stone crack
and even death itself would turn backwards.
as written. This is story. Anyone is you are children in United States, you ask this book is should essential book written in the early children. Not early children is the viewpoint of the two girl. Okay, another concept is the 투사, 털사. 털사, 빌림. Okay, Tulsa is one of the new. Okay, new. This one is also Tulsa is the one of the modern movie. This one. Tulsa. Okay, Tulsa is the. What did you say?
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Irvine. Inside this workshop, you'll learn that you
Tulsa. Okay, 오피스 Tulsa. Tulsa official. Tulsa official. Officer trailer. Okay. Is officer trailer is there here? King Tulsa. Okay, this one.
Quiet.
It's time for church.
There are no churches in this town.
You're lying. Knock it up. I made breakfast.
I dropped you off at the door.
Okay. I'll stay. You don't have to insist for me to stay, but it's okay now. I found my home.
이 Tulsa give to us the what is family, what is the relationship. This man is the one man, one woman they love, but is unexpected baby. And man is leave the woman. Story is background. Man leave, woman die into the river. Kill, suicide. Everything is gone. He back to the world, and then he is a drunkard, alcoholic. He is the mechanic in the car garage. But one day, he received a message from social worker. Your children, your girl is here. You want to meet? It's crazy. This man meet one girl, and then girl stay with him. And then his life is changing, because this small girl. But after biological genetic analysis, she is not your biological girl, daughter. But still he changed mind, he stayed with her. And then car accident. Feather, he's broken the leg. Finally, story is this man decided to dancing with her girl, and then after dancing, she go to the emergency, she died. That's story. But give to us the story is the family. Why we family? Now this one. This boy, man, bear the marine core, cigarette, alcohol, remove, change painting. And then he go to the school.
Go up to the biggest, baddest girl, punch her in the face.
So, you won't let go?
I won't let go, I promise.
You know, I've been exactly where you are right now.
Where's that?
Lost. The thing about love, Tommy, doesn't always come in the form of the right house.
Change the life.
Why are you so scared to go to church? Or should I be more? Maybe God's at work right now. You just don't see it.
Uncertainty. Yes, accident.
She's a very sick little girl. She did sustain several injuries, not the least of which is the one to her head. Now, if this should continue...
Head has some brain issues. Whole night, no boundaries.
Mr. Colston. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to visit. Mr. Colston. We Colstons. We go big. We go home.
You fought for us.
This is what heaven feels like.
Let's be honest. I'm no good. I'm no good for you.
You're perfect for me. I love you, Tommy Colston.
Okay. This is the philosopher as the faith dispensing for the real life. Some kind of the philosopher thinker or film thinking everything is the philosophical approach. Some depends faith, equip believer to give the reason for their hope, dependent understanding, have grasped mystery of God, intellectually satisfied way, faith on regional harmony, show that faith is not irritational, but deep reasonable. Is I show you, I already, Ryan, it's one of the book. They are show us the life, sacrificial, and resurrection. And Tulsa is one of a kind of messenger. Messenger. Change, life change story. Okay, thanks so much everybody. See you next class. Bye. Bye.